Hello my dear friends, welcomes all of you to our YouTube channel called Maths GNR. As you are progressing to learn the concepts of vector calculus semester number 6, okay, we will proceed for today's session of solving two problems, problem number 7 and problem number 8 of the concepts gradient and angle between two surfaces. Right, quickly we will see solution to the first problem number 7. Solution for problem number 7. Okay, we will see what is this. Find the angle between the surfaces of the sphere and the cylinder at a point where they intersect. Given problem is very straightforward. Find the angle between two surfaces, sphere, and equation of sphere is given x square plus y square plus z square equal to, and the cylinder, equation of the cylinder is given x square plus y square equal to 1. Find angle between these two surfaces S1 and S2 at a point where they intersect. Okay, to find intersection of these two surfaces, subtract one surface from another one. Okay, write down quickly what is given here. Given that surface S1 x square, S1 is sphere, given surface S1 is sphere, x square plus y square plus z square is equals to 1. Okay, and surface S2 is given, that is cylinder. Surface S2 is given, that is cylinder. Equation of cylinder x square plus y square plus is equals to 1. So sorry, this one is 2. Okay, to compute intersection of these two surfaces, subtract one surface from another surface to find intersection points of S1 and S2. Subtracting S2 from S1. So that is implies x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 2, x square plus y square is equal to 1. So this will be by subtracting x square, y square cancelled out, remains with here z square equal to 1. Therefore, the points of intersection of surfaces S1 and S2 are two circles, that is x square plus y square is equal to 1 comma z is equal to plus or minus 1. So you got the point of intersection for surfaces S1 and S2 are two circles. Okay, first one is x square plus y square equal to 1 and z equal to plus or minus 1. To compute angle between given two surfaces S1 and S2, we need to compute normal vectors to surfaces S1 and S2. So that is enough to find angle between two surfaces. To find angle between two surfaces S1 and S2, so that is enough to compute normal vector between the surfaces, where enough to compute where enough to compute the normals of surfaces S1 and S2. So that is implies computing normal for surfaces S1 and S2, compute gradient of N1, gradient of, so let us consider to find angle between two surfaces S1 and S2 where enough to compute the normals of surfaces S1 and S2, that is N1 and N2, N1 and N2. For N1, for normal vector N1 implies gradient of S1. To compute normal vector for the surface S1, compute gradient of S1. So that will be is equal to, so what is gradient of S1? 2x comma 2y comma 2z, 2x comma 2y comma 2z. And similarly for normal vector N2, so that is gradient of surface S2, so that will be x, this is 2x, this is 2y, 2x comma 2y comma 0, so there is no z component, so that will be 0. Now 1 second, check it out quickly. So surface S1 is given sphere, surface S2 is given cylinder. To compute the angle between these two surfaces with the help of where they intersect, with the help of point where they intersect. So you are getting the point of intersection of surfaces S1 and S2 are two circles, x square plus y square equal to 1, where z equal plus or minus 1. Quickly to find angle between two surfaces S1 and S2, where enough to compute the normals of surfaces S1 and S2. So that is normal vector N1 and N2. For normal vector N1, we need to compute gradient of surface S1, 2x comma 2y comma 2z. For normal vector N2, gradient of second surface 2x comma 2y comma 20. Now we will calculate angle between two surface, the angle between two normals equal to the angle between two surfaces. Therefore to find angle between two normals, compute dot product for N1 and N2, that is implies N1 dot N2 is equal to magnitude of N1 and magnitude of N2 and cos theta. So what is N1? N1 is equal to 2x comma 2y comma 2z, 2x comma 2y comma 2z. Dot product, what is N2? N2 is equal to 2x comma 2y comma 0, which is equal to magnitude of N1. Magnitude of N1 is this one. So you will get 2 times square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Magnitude of this vector 4x square plus 4y square plus 4z square. So if you take square root of 4 outside, you will get 2 times x square plus y square plus z square into here second vector, sorry, this one, okay, this is okay, magnitude of this one, magnitude of second one, 2 times x square plus y square into cos theta. So compute this dot product computing dot product, 4 times x square plus y square, 4y square equal to 2x into 2x, 4x square plus 2y into 2y, 4y square plus 2z into 0, 0. This is 0. Equal to 2 into 2, 4, 4 into, so, okay, 4 into x square plus y square is equal to 1 and z square also equal to 1. Therefore, x square plus y square 1, 1 plus 1, that will be root 2. And here x square plus y square also 1. So that will be 2. So that will be how much? So this is 2 times square root of 2 into 2 times cos theta. Okay? Since by intersection points, by intersection points at x square plus y square equal to 1 comma z equal to z square equal to 1. Therefore, x square plus y square equal to 1, z square equal to 1. Therefore, you are getting this one. X square plus y square equal to 1, z square equal to 1. You will get 1 plus 1 equal to root 2 square root 2. So that will be here 4 into x square plus y square is equal to 2 into 2, 4 root 2 into cos theta. So 4 cancelled out. So x square plus y square will be 1 here. So therefore, this is 1. From this relation, you will get cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2. So that is implies theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 by root 2. So that is equal to theta is equal to 45 degrees. Theta is equal to 45 degrees. This theta is equal to 45 degrees at each and every point where the two circles are intersecting is same. This is same at each and every point the given two circles are intersecting. Okay? So this is what the way to compute the angle between two surfaces. Quickly we will see for second problem. Find the gradient of the scalar field. 8 this one, solution to 8th problem. Given scalar field f is equal to yx square plus y cube minus y. Okay, quickly compute what is gradient of this one. Gradient of f is equal to del f. Del f is equal to dou f by dou x comma dou f by dou y. Okay, so that will be here f with respect to x, you will get 2xy comma f with respect to y. Y is there in 3 terms, therefore x square plus 3x square minus 1. So this is what del f. That is first part of the solution to 8th question. So second part of the solution for 8th question is finding maxima and minima. Okay, to find maxima and minima of f, the necessary condition for maxima and minima. To find the maxima and minima of f, the necessary condition for maxima and minima is del f equal to 0. So that is dou f by dou x equals to 0. That is implies 2 into xy equal to 0 and dou f by dou y is equal to 0. That is implies x square plus 3x square minus 1 equal to 0. Simplify this equation, you will get 2 not equal to 0 anyway, that is, you know that maybe x equals to 0 comma y is equals to 0. Therefore, and if you substitute x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 in this equation, you will get if x equal to 0, then here x equal to 0. So where is mistake? 3y square, this one, sorry, 3y square. So 3y square. Then x equal to 0 means you will get 3y square minus 1 equal to 0. This is implies 3y square is equal to 1. So that is implies y is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 3. Similarly, if y is equals to 0, then if you substitute y equal to 0 here, you will get x square minus 1 equal to 0, implies x is equal to plus or minus 1. As x equal to 0, you are getting this one. As y equal to 0 means you are getting this one. Therefore, what is point here? Therefore, point here 0 comma plus or minus 1 by root 3. And what is point here? Therefore, here point is plus or minus 1 comma 0. Now you got the point for maxima minima of f. Therefore, the saddle points of f 0 comma, what is that, 0 comma plus or minus 1 by root 3 comma plus or minus 1 comma 0. Therefore the maxima and minima will exist between these 2 points. Therefore f at 0 comma plus or minus 1 by root 3 is equal to, what is that? Here x equal to 0, y equal to plus or minus 1 by root 3, therefore take plus 1 by root 3. So substitute in this given function f. So that will be, here x equal to 0 means this term is 0, you will be getting these 2 terms. Therefore 1 by root 3 whole cube minus 1 by root 3. Simplify this one, you will get 1 by what is that, minus 2 by 3 root 3 you will get. Similarly, f at 0 comma minus 1 by root 3 you will get 2 by 3 root 3. So this is what minima of f, and this is what maxima of f. You can check for this point also, plus or minus 1 comma 0. As y equal to 0, so 0 0 0, everything is 0, so that is not required to compute. You can't find maxima or minima to this second point, but for the point 0 comma plus or minus 1 by root 3 you are getting minima of f is equal to minus 2 by 3 root 3 and maxima of f is equal to 2 by 3 root 3. So that is enough for today's session. We will meet for tomorrow. Thank you very much.